I think confidence is number one because product knowledge is something that you could always know.
In the long run, because you made people aware of the product, you're gonna get customers. So now you have potential customers.
So like young women in particular, who are looking to go into sales, because some people had an interpretation that sales is more like a man profession.
You have to sell yourself before you sell your product. So confidence is key. You have to be confident in yourself. You have to be able to go out there and say, hey, let me tell you about my product. I just need 1 moment of your time.
A bit about yourself.
Okay, so my name is Hassiba Mohammed. I am 32 years of age. I enjoy sales. It's absolutely my passion. I do promotion currently, and sales push is definitely my strong point.
Awesome. So as you mentioned about sales, that's my passion as well too. So what made you as a woman enter into sales? And how long have you been in sales now?
So it's been a total of maybe 4 years long. I started off working at a home store. I would have been in the curtain department at that particular store and sold $14,000 in curtains in 1 year. I said, hey, I really like this, and I started to enjoy doing that most.
Awesome. So sales, some people may think that it's very difficult. You need to be a people person in order to be a sales professional. So would you consider yourself a people person? Are you sociable?
Definitely. I would say I am a people's person. I've been described like that by my past managers, as well as I am very outgoing, so it makes sales easy for me.
Okay, so what's your definition of sales in your own words?
Well, I would give you something of how to sell properly, more or less. So the concept is you sell yourself before you sell a product, meaning you have to be confident about what you do. So you make the potential customer say, okay, this person is knowledgeable. I want this item. I want this product.
Okay, awesome. So sell me this water. Why it is that I should purchase this brand of water, Blue Waters, over the Sunny water? Because personally, I love the Sunny, but I also love Blue Waters. So why should I purchase Blue Waters if you are representing this brand, Blue Waters?
Okay, so basically what we would do is we would go to the nutritional facts. We could look at aspects of that. Also, when selling water, we want to look at the pH scale. We want to look at, alkaline, acidic, and whatnot. And so we could pretend this is an alkaline Blue Waters. So basically, we could look for certain parts of the population that may have acid reflux. And if we have our water like alkaline water, we look at the benefits of it. So you always want to tell the customer the benefits of whatever the product is. Okay, so for example, if we sell in juice, we want to look at the sugar content because Trinidadians are now becoming health conscious. So you have to find different aspects. So if it's water, we look at the pH scale. We could say, okay, this is less acidic than the other brands out there. And so if you have acid reflux, it would be a great option. So you tell them benefits, and basically that sells it. But you have to be confident in what you do, and product knowledge is number one.
Okay. I would defer in the sense of product knowledge is number one, because there are some people who don't know about the product, but there's the personality and how it is that they speak with confidence. The person who it is that they're selling to, they would think that they know about the product, because confidence is something. It's like if it is a man to tell a woman a tale, but he is so confident about it, it's like that person may believe it, So I think confidence is number one, because product knowledge is something that you could always know. You could read a manual today and be first in product knowledge, per se. But I take your answer, and yeah, product knowledge is key, most importantly. So in your, I would say, your lifespan of sales, what sort of businesses that you worked with selling products and so forth?
So it's a very wide range because there isn't anything I would not learn about. So I've been through lines such as pharmaceutical. I've done alcohol. I've done dog food, cat food, human food. You name it, I do it. I sell it. I love sales. It's my passion. It doesn't really matter.
So anyone who is watching this video and looking for a great sales professional, definitely they should reach out to you.
Definitely. I always enjoy a new challenge, a new product. It's something I try on. I like going into the unknown.
And any plan for the future to maybe bring in products into our lovely Tole Island, Trinidad and Tobago, and you sell for yourself? Because if you are so great at it, you can, yes, work for a company, which is all well, but you could also do something at the side by selling the products that you be supplying, whether it be the business or whether it be walking customers, retail-wise.
I think the safest bet in terms of products that Trinidadians absolutely like, it would be like food stuff. So something along the lines of food items, as well as alcoholic beverages, because Trinidadians, they love a party.
Any day, anytime.
Lime.
Here.
365, we always lime. So with that being said, an alcoholic beverage is sure to sell, as well as food products. We love to eat and we love to drink.
So you think you will bring in products, maybe like those sort, which is like FMCG products that you would want to sell on your own?
I'm not sure on this particular moment, but I know coffee is a great seller and sachet alcohol based. So we could look at stuff like probably beers or different alcohol and spirits.
And sales is something, some people look at it as numbers, but to me, it's not really numbers, it's about building professional relationships. So some people might have their own interpretation of it, but how do you treat when it is that you don't meet your quota or see that quota that maybe a business may give you?
Okay, so today I was saying the same thing. So we basically did a product today where they had, an entry box and whatnot. Now, we would have sold a good amount of items, but not the three to qualify to enter into the draw. Now, what I looked at is that I could have met with hundreds of customers and still tell them my product. So even if they could not afford it today, they are potential customers now. So we're going to gain more customers, even though the push may not have been what was expected, because sometimes different aspects are to be considered in sales, whereas so let's say, okay, maybe this person doesn't have the money or the budget for it today. Maybe they will come back another day to buy. I think doing a sales push sometimes is great for awareness and for getting potential customers. So even though you may not make the quota today, in the long run, because you made people aware of the product, you're going to get customers. So now you have potential customers.
And that's a great point, because I believe that some companies don't understand that you need to market before you sell. So if it is somebody were to ask which one more important, marketing or sales, marketing is more important, because the salesperson, if the company is marketing pretty well, it's an easy sell for them. So brand awareness is marketing. So what you mentioned is key. And for like young women in particular, who are looking to go into sales, because some people had an interpretation that sales is more like a man profession, but it's women as well too in sales. What sort of advice would you give young women who want to be sales professionals?
So I would say basically you have to break things down in steps. So I would say step one, you still have to be a people's person. First things first, right? So you have to sell yourself before you sell your product. So confidence is key. You have to be confident in yourself. You have to be able to go out there and say, hey, let me tell you about my product. I just need 1 moment of your time. And you have to command that attention from your audience. So number one, sell yourself before product, meaning that confidence level. Number two, before you even do that, you have to have a sales pitch in mind. And that pitch has to include, okay, what is the promotion going to be? What is the offer? What is the sales? And you also have to know your product knowledge. So first things first, self-confidence, selling yourself. Step two, having an absolutely great pitch inclusive of your product knowledge. And then step three, telling the benefits about why you take this product off the shelf.
Awesome. I love that. And technology, is that something that you include in sales, or are you more on like dealing with customers in person, more physicality?
I'm more of an in-person person, so to speak. I like interacting with others. I think when it's in person, face-to-face, the person could see your gestures. Your gestures are also important. Your body language is extremely important in sales. The way you stand, the way your posture is. Once you're upright, you look serious. If you're slouching, you're not really serious. You fold your hands, you look unapproachable to customers. So that is also important. So your gestures in person is great, but then there is also your tone and the way you deliver things. It's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Definitely. And I think that the best way to build professional relationships is in person, because of I can see you on social, but then after when I see you in person, then I could make that final decision that I supposed to. So that's really crucial. And what sort of advice you would want to give to someone who just want to be in sales? It don't have to be like young woman, but just anyone, because I think that sales is something that every company obviously needs to have in terms of it's the backbone of a company, because salespeople pay, HR pay, accounts pay, everybody within the company itself. So anyone who maybe not just women, but young professionals, men, women per se, who want to get into sales, would you be assisting them in terms of if they want to reach out to you and ask you a few questions, or, you share some light on that?
Sure, I would always be there to help others. I believe in uplifting others. So my mantra is, as a woman, with other women at least, because I feel like women are normally pits against each other in society. I think that blowing out somebody else's candle doesn't make you shine brighter. So in life, in essence, you help others as you can. So I would say if you want to get into sales, you have to know that if you speak to 100 people, you might get 90 no's and 10 yes. And that is the crucial thing, is not giving up. Persistence is key. Today you might sell 2 products, but next week you might sell 20, and the other week you might sell 30. But persistence is key. Determination is key. You have to have the drive, and you can't let anybody break your spirit, because when you are in sales, you're going to get a lot of no's. And I think that is the hardest thing I deal with young women in the field, because I do promotion. So obviously I would deal with a lot of younger women, and sometimes it's tough for them because they say we're getting a lot of no's. I say the key thing is that you're not going to see that person tomorrow or another day, and that no is okay, because eventually you're going to start to get some yes, and you're going to get better at it. So consistency is key.
100%. Definitely agree. Consistency is key. And one thing I would like to mention too is that paint a scenario that you dealt with a difficult customer and how you overcome that customer.
Okay, so there would have been this time when we were selling a product, a juice product, and so I met this somewhat hostile customer. May not have been the most educated person, and she came for a sample with her young daughter. She's like, "I'm not buying that," as in Trini slang or two, a dialect, right? So I was like, I smile at her, because you know me, I'm going to get a sale still regardless. I think the thing is that customers always say they don't want something, but if you persuade them, the power of persuasion is most important in sales.
Definitely.
Right? So I would have been very polite while she was, quarreling, arguing, making a little points and stuff. So I said, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to give you, XYZ redemption, extra sample or something, just a little more incentive to buy. And she was more inclined to buy when, you're polite. You have to wear people down sometime in sales. You give them the benefits, you show them the price points as opposed to everybody else, and you give them a little extra incentive to buy. Redemption items are great, a little sales. So when having a sale, I think it's important for companies to do their marketing research and whatnot, look at the competitors. Okay, how much percent can we take off this product to move it off of the shelves? What redemption items could we give back to the customers? Because Trinidadians, in general, I think people like getting a gift or hearing
You wish it to this.
sale, quote unquote sale, even if it's 10% off.
We also know that, they could actually hold back something. Abraham Lincoln said that everybody wants to feel appreciated. Yeah, and that's so important. I must say thank you very much for your time. It was awesome, and I enjoyed it a lot.